Coming up today on Great Day Connecticut, who doesn't need more sleep? We've got some great advice and things you can do to get more shut-eye.
Chef Plum is in the kitchen, teaching us how to make something easy and delicious.
And the ladies of Teen Mom are back. They've got a new show, and we're talking to two of the stars.
We're making your day a great one, starting right now.
Happy Monday, good afternoon. Welcome to Great Day Connecticut.
Monday. It's cold.
It's cold.
And it's going to get
Monday,
colder.
It's January, but this is just such sad news. Bob Saget passed away suddenly. The sudden death of America's dad.
And it came across last night on the tweet, and I was like, what on earth is happening? 65 years old. They don't know the cause of death, but America's dad, of course, from Full House and America's Funniest Home Videos, and a great comedian. And from what everybody's saying, truly a wonderful man. I mean, the tributes are just pouring in. John Stamos, obviously one of his closest friends, writing that he feels gutted. He just feels like, his best friend has passed away, and it's just unbelievable. 65 years old, Kara, that's so young. And again, we don't know the cause of death.
We don't know that. I mean, we're waiting for any kind of medical examiner report, but the initial reports say there were no signs of foul play or drug use, and he was found deceased in his hotel room while he was on tour.
The Ritz-Carlton hotel room in Orlando Sunday. He had just gotten done doing a show. He said he was back in his prime. He said he had gone 2 hours for, that's a long time to be in front of an audience for 2 hours doing jokes. And he said he didn't even realize that the time had gone by. And he said, I'm back. He's like, my addiction to comedy is back. And then he passed away. So we're not quite sure what happened.
Very sad.
We wish him and his family all the best.
Talk about
this is crazy video.
Yes.
Crazy video, crazy happenstance.
I mean, you can look at it both ways. Completely wrong place, wrong time, or right place, wrong time. Because there was a pilot who had to land a plane, an emergency landing, and he landed it on a train track.
That's the train you just saw hit the
plane.
After they got the pilot out.
Right before that, these Los Angeles police officers had managed to pull the pilot from the downed plane just before the train hit it.
Literally, Kara, seconds. The LAPD got there, they pulled him out of this plane, and then before you know it, the train was moving through and just took that plane out that had landed by happenstance on a railroad track. I mean, it's just a bizarre situation, isn't it? Just bizarre.
He got a second chance for sure. You can hear someone yelling, go, 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 and then boom, they just got him out. I mean, very heroic efforts by the officers, and by seconds.
And then, the damage from the flying debris after the train hits the plane, they got to be worried about that too. They were so close to the tracks, and nobody got hurt. Obviously the pilot is in the hospital, but still, that's pretty. You got somebody looking out for you.
Yeah, I think when you recover from that, you go, okay, I'm here for a reason.
Time to be a pastor.
So Alec Baldwin is disputing these media reports that he is not willing to cooperate or turn over his cell phone to investigators. He went on Instagram and basically said that he is fully supportive, and any other story that people are giving is just absolutely wrong. But he said it's sort of, the process of a search warrant. One state asks the other, and the other one, you don't just turn it over. You have to be specific about what you're looking for.
If you got nothing to hide, why don't you just turn it over? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I understand both sides, but there's due process that you're supposed to, the lawyers are supposed to say what they want. Well, it looks like he's hiding something. I mean, but as long as he turns it all over.
Exactly, and he says he's going to do that, 1,000% committed to turning it over. They're, of course, looking for call logs, digital photos and videos, as well as private messages sent on social platforms related to the case of him killing that person with the gun that wasn't supposed to be loaded. Just a crazy time. So anyway, I guess due process will play out, Kara. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Hey, good news for the ladies.
This is amazing. Yes, good news here. First woman to become a full-time manager in minor league baseball. Her name is Rachel Balkovitz. She'll be the manager of one of the Yankees' minor league teams in Tampa.
I think it's fantastic.
She was also the first female hitting coach. She's the bomb. She's 34 years old.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Isn't that remarkable? Good for her. I can't believe it's taken this long. And hopefully this will pave the way for more women getting leadership roles in baseball.
It's a historic hire there.
Yeah, that's fantastic and good for, it's the Yankees, right? Yeah, the Yankees. Good for the Yankees.
Yeah, they're a
for doing
minor
that.
league
That's
team.
awesome.
Isn't that cool?
All right, Karen, now if I say to my dog, "Que cosa fai?"
Well, they might know. They apparently, a new study out of Hungary says they recognize different languages and nonsense words.
But how can they understand Italian if they've never heard it? They have to learn it like we do, right?
Well, maybe if you live in a house where you have multiple languages spoken.
Yeah, I know. I've seen my friend Jack has a son Cameron who has a German dog, and the dog came to them with German commands, so they had to speak German to the dog, and now eventually they're starting to speak
English.
They more speak English, and the dog is learning now the new tricks of the trade for English.
Okay.
Apparently, dogs can do this.
Yes. Well, this study, they had 18 dogs. They did border collies, golden retrievers, Australian shepherds.
Hello, baby.
All smart dogs there, and. They found out that when they're immersed in a new language, they understand things.
Little Benji there. Look
He's
at
so
this.
cute.
Hello, my puppies. Hello. I was with a dog this weekend, Kara. His name was Chester. He was the most beautiful dog I've ever seen, and he was so well behaved, and he was a big dog, and I just loved him. So I'm giving a big shout out to Chester, the dog. Meaning, you know, I really want a dog, but I just can't have one because I'm never home.
Well, you're home every day. Couldn't you get a dog that doesn't require, like, not a really super high energy puppy, but a different kind of dog?
I'll have to think about this.
You know, an older dog who just needs love and...
Yeah, but he's home. I'm not there for 12 hours of the whole day. He'd have to go off to doggy day camp, and who am I going to drop a doggy day camp off at 2:30 in the morning? My timing is a little off.
I don't really know. Can dogs be at home and just, you know, before you leave?
So. I think they need to be walked.
But come home and walk it right away?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean...
I have to move closer to the station.
You live pretty close.
I'll move in with you.
And then
everybody can watch the dog.
Well, we did say we should get a group
joint dog. Exactly.
Joint dog, because I don't want to put the responsibility on Julian.
Kara, you're making me turn red. Turning
Pixar's
Red.
Turning Red is skipping theaters. It's heading right to Disney Plus.
And
it's not going to debut in theaters.
And the theaters are not happy. They said, you promised us this movie from March 11th, and now you're pulling it back. We're already in a pandemic. We're losing audience. And now a movie set to release things that was hopefully going to bring people to the theater. You're putting it right out to the social platforms and ignoring the movie theaters, and they're not happy. So I guess Disney isn't the...
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, so many people are excited about it just going straight to streaming, but...
Yeah, but not the movie theaters, that's for sure. It says, don't tease theaters that are expecting product from you and counting on certain income.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it sounds like a little rift going on there between the theaters and Disney. I don't know.
So NASA's up to something new.
Okay, what are they doing?
They're looking at space X-rays.
Okay. Which apparently are happening all the time.
Yeah.
They're not the kind of harmful X-rays. Like, they take place all the time, and they're not harmful X-rays, but they want to know what the effect that these X-rays are having. They're called soft X-rays.
And I guess they have lower energy than the X-rays that are used, you know, in the dentist office or whatever. So, I don't know. Is that going to help us on Earth?
Who knows?
They got to figure out a new way. I know that it's Mercury in retrograde is coming.
Oh, you're kidding again? How often does it come?
3 or 4 times a year. January 17th, it's coming.
That's January 17th. It's my friend Jack's birthday.
Yeah, so just, you know, be prepared for a little hiccups, a little time for self-reflection.
I have no contracts in my future.
Well, you don't have to sign anything in those 3 weeks.
That's perfect.
That's great.
Exactly. Good. It's 3 weeks it lasts?
About 3 weeks, yeah.
All right, very good.
I got the alerts, you know, be prepared. January 17th.
So Kara was crying last week, all for good reasons. She was chopping onions for our cabbage soup. So a woman who doesn't want to be identified, she sent in a picture of her wearing glasses.
They're goggles.
They're goggles.
She bought them online, she said. And she said she always had tears cutting onions, and she cuts and cooks a lot. And so she wanted to know us to know that they have goggles that help with this, and you can buy them online.
Isn't that funny? She looks like a space alien.
She says she chops a lot of onions, and she was actually trying to make cabbage soup also in her life, and apparently this helps.
She says she's got a little onion goggles there. We'll have to get. We can't get a knife in here to cut the onions.
Yes, there were a lot of people on social media wanting us to get better knives.
Well, you know what? I got a whole knife set for Christmas. For my Fire Island place, because the knives I have there are terrible, and everybody that comes is like, I don't cook, so everybody else does the cooking. They're like, how could you cook with these knives? I'm like, I don't cook with the knives. because I don't use
So
them.
is that
and
why
I
you
don't
invite
cook.
people up so they'll make you a meal?
They bring their own food. It's 100%.
Oh, so if you get invited to Fire Island, you come with your own food?
Oh, 100%. I'm not cooking. They show up at my house in Connecticut with food, my
yeah,
friends.
people just know.
They just know. They're like, we brought some cheese and crackers. I'm like, that was very nice, because there's nothing here. You're not getting anything. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was
You
quiet.
de-Christmased?
I de-Christmased in part.
I know. I was texting you, make sure all the ornaments have friends.
Well,
to spend
because
the year
I texted Scott a picture because he got, when we went to go see Rudolph together, you bought Helena
A little bumble.
a little bumble. And it says, Dear Helena, love Uncle Scott,
Yeah.
Christmas 2010. So it was a long time ago.
Absolutely.
So Bumble was going back in his box. So I wanted to send you the picture that Bumble was still around. And then you were very concerned that Bumble wouldn't go in the box with the other friends. But don't worry, we only have one box in my house for all the ornaments. So they're all together.
Here I am personifying the Christmas ornaments that are going into the boxes.
Yeah,
For the
I got
whole
the
year.
tree down. I didn't do, I didn't do all of it, but I went out and got some plastic bins because I wanted to do some of the organization tips that we've learned on the show.
Oh, very good.
So I needed a few more of those. Before I was using boxes, and sometimes you can't see what's in the
No,
box.
you can't see what's in
so
the
I did that.
boxes.
I like the idea. One idea that we did that I saw on the show that I really liked was if you put like a piece of construction paper, say red for Christmas, on the side of the box.
Oh, that's cool.
And then maybe it's purple for Easter or whatever. So when you're looking, you know that the red ones are Christmas and the other ones are other things. You color code for the holidays.
Or you could just write Christmas on the box.
You could, but like if you're just coming into the attic or wherever you are and you can see it, you don't have to like look and read. You're just like, oh, the red ones are stacked together, the blue ones are stacked together.
Wow, you think I have some issues.
I
going.
thought it was a good tip
It
that we
is a
learned.
good- it is a
I
good
liked that.
tip.
I said I would do that, but I didn't get construction paper, only the bins.
I went to Manalapan, New Jersey, and
it
I
was a
spent
lot of driving.
3 hours getting there, 6 hours with my friends from high school. We celebrated Christmas because we were all, some of us had COVID
Yeah.
during the holidays, so we had to cancel. And then I drove back 3 hours Saturday night. I didn't stay over because I was afraid of the weather on Sunday, which luckily didn't pan out to be too much of a problem. So I did a lot of driving. And
Yeah,
then yesterday
it's-
I just kind of slept.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
had a more restful week. I'll have to say, though, Friday, though, after the storm, my son wanted to go out skiing at sundown.
Yeah.
And so I brought him and a friend out there, and I could not believe it. The line was from the window all the way around the parking lot. I've never seen it that way.
Good.
So it was okay because we have a season pass. He could go. They actually had signs up that lift tickets were completely sold out. They got
Wow.
shocked. They said they didn't know what to do about it because so many people showed up
Yeah, the
after
fresh
the
snow,
storm
absolutely.
to go skiing and whatever. So it was great that they were getting that kind of business, but I'd never seen it quite like that. So word to the wise.
incredible.
I'm happy that we saw people at Mount Southington, we saw people at sundown, so it's good that they're frequenting them, but it was quite busy.
Good, and they're going to get some real cold weather today.
Yeah, so
and
they can
tomorrow
make a
and
lot of
Wednesday, make
snow
a lot of
overnight,
snow.
which helps them.
Oh boy.